Warmest greetings. Your faith has made you whole. You will hear this repeated by mystics. You will hear this repeated by faith healers. Your faith has made you whole. So let us speak about faith healing. Let us speak to you about manifestation and reality, and what your reality is in connection to the collective reality, and why it is that faith is the key to manifestation and the key to healing. Because healing is a form of manifestation. So, manifestation is the real question. How is it accomplished? How is it that your reality can suddenly change? Because you are part of a collective reality, normally you accept what others are projecting on you. You do something that is injurious to yourself, and others all look at you and go, "Oh, that must hurt," and you hurt. Think how often you see a young child fall to the floor and look up at the parents. Should I cry? Am I hurt? Or am I okay? If the parent goes, "Oh, are you all right?" the child will begin to cry. And if the parent says, "Oh, that was funny, wasn't it?" the child may giggle and get up and run off. What makes you think adults are so different? Our reality is interactive. We create our own reality, but we are also subject to the collective reality. So, this is the importance of faith. For faith is not saying, "Oh, I hope something happens." Faith is not saying something could happen or can happen. Faith is an actual point of knowing this has occurred in my reality. It is not a point of thinking it may. It is not even a point of trying to convince yourself, because if you have to convince yourself, you really don't have faith. Faith is the absolute knowing. You already are aware that it has occurred. And when you have this awareness, it does occur. This is how manifestation works. This is how creative manifestation works. This is how divine protection works. This is how healing works. And it is specifically called faith healing. Perhaps it should be called faith knowing. For it is a known reality. You are aware it has occurred. Even if you don't see it, you are aware of it being there. A person who can manipulate energy can come to you and manipulate the energy so that you have healing energy pouring into you. But if you do not accept that energy, you cannot be healed. But that energy will be there. It will travel with you. And the moment you accept it, you can find healing. It will be there. And this is not a maybe. It can be a day later, a month later, but it will occur instantly when it is accepted and believed, when it is accepted and known. Now, there are people who simply don't want to accept because it takes away something that they are happy to have, a part of their identification or special privileges that they receive because they are perceived to not be well. Perhaps they get to enter the door first, or they are the first seated at the table, or they receive a certain amount of pity and a certain amount of, oh, you poor thing. Or maybe the privileges are others waiting on them. But the moment they are aware that they are healed, the moment they can believe, the moment they know, they will be healed. And manifestation works in the same way. Whether you're trying to manifest what you need for your livelihood, or trying to manifest something you would enjoy, or seeking to manifest something for someone else, the same principle is still true. When you know, it will be fully manifest. When you fully believe, it will be made manifest. There are those who believe they are protected by divine providence. There are people who think they are protected, and they're not, because they don't have that knowing. There is perhaps a moment of fear that runs through them here or there. But there are those who truly know. And when one truly knows, then it will be that they will have that protection no matter what occurs around them. They may fall from a height and yet receive no injuries. They may be in a crash and yet receive no injuries where others would be terribly hurt. And they can be where something explodes or where something collapses. And without reason, they seem to come out unscathed, unharmed, perhaps simply walking away, simply stepping out of an auto as it is about to crash at a high speed and seemingly amazingly impossible. This is what manifestation really is. And each one of you, each and every one of you has the power to heal both the self and others. Each and every one of you has the ability to manifest. But there is that interaction of reality. And you must make your reality the predominant reality. Think of it this way. Some people are aging and they start to develop what one would call dementia. Now, the collective reality is projecting that this happens to older people. But the people in this state don't see themselves as developing that, yet they are. But if that person truly knows, truly believes that they are of sound mind, then their reality will override the collective reality. It is the collective reality that projects this upon people. And that collective reality actually projects physical realities, such as the clogging within the brain or the hardening within the arteries. And when an individual truly has a knowing, that all clears away because their reality takes precedent. This is what we wish to convey to each of you. Each of you has the power to create your own destiny. Each of you has the power to create your own reality. Do not allow anyone to take it away from you. If you believe that another must be present to heal you, are you not subjecting your divinity to an inferiority? You are divine. The divine flows through you. The divine is within you. Each of you are divine beings. This is true now. It will be true always, whether you believe it or not. But you must believe it if you are to have access to the river of power and the river of blessings that can and will flow through you.